begin with a prayer. Is there anyone from the Calvary Chapel that is here presenting them? Okay, then we will have Councilman Isom lead us in an invocation, and then the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Councilman Adams.
Our Father in heaven, we bow to commence this meeting and thank you for the opportunity of gathering as a community and as a city council. We are very, very grateful to live in Cedar City, to enjoy the beauty that surrounds us, and to enjoy the neighborhoods that we enjoy, to have a community of good people striving to do good things. We ask for a blessing upon the proceedings of this meeting. We ask that we will be fair and honest in our dealings with each other, and that we'll be kind and considerate. We are grateful to live here. We thank thee for the moisture that we have received recently, and pray that we will have the moisture necessary to sustain us. We pray for all who help the city run and run effectively. We ask for a blessing upon those who protect us, the police and fire and first responders, and ask a blessing upon them. May we all be blessed. To be good neighbors. And we pray for that in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
To all arise and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we will now move on to our agenda order approval. Are there any items that the council would like changed from the published agenda? And if not, can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the agenda as outlined.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll go to council business.
I know we have other things that are going to be said, but just want to congratulate Brian and the city and everybody else for just a phenomenal event yesterday. Having the tour of Utah here is extra special, and we all know how cool it is to live in Cedar City and our wonderful geography, but it's just great to have that, and them come here and acknowledge what a great place this is. So thank you for all of your hard work and for a wonderful event.
Yeah, I loved hearing all those things on the television. Like, look at that beautiful geography coming down that canyon. You just don't beat this. I mean, that's pretty good stuff.
And they're breaking away to include 40 different countries. I mean, you can't buy that.
No.
So,
And I know we're going to
I
hear
echo that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mayor, I have 2 or 3 things, and let me start with sort of the negative, and I'll end on the really positive, okay? And I know that usually Tyler takes all the notes, so I see you're over there taking notes for us. But I'd like to find out, I think the state owns the property over here on 200 East and Center Street, because it looks terrible. And we need to reach out to our friends and say, can you do something about the weeds, not only in the property, but on the sidewalk, and our friends in the state, because now there's weeds in the gutter between the asphalt and it's pretty unsightly as you approach the Rock Church and our Main Street and everything else. And so if we could reach out to them and have them look at that property.
Yeah, it's Settler.
Got it.
That piece is Settler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Next, I would, on behalf of I received a telephone call and a text from Les and Jerry Griffin, and he's not been well since our council meeting. They wanted to make sure that they thanked all of the council in the city for the wonderful proclamation on their 70th wedding anniversary, and they were very touched by it. And so they just asked me to make sure that I let the city and the council know how much they were appreciative of that. And then finally, I wanted to do a little shout out to Wade. I don't know if Wade is here tonight, but Ken, would you make sure that he knows how much I personally appreciate your efforts and his in getting that bridge area cleaned up along our trail system? We had a lot of tagging going along in there, and they came in and cleaned it all up and repainted the whole thing and made it look nice again. And hopefully we will be a while before we have to do it all over again. But tell them how much I appreciate it. And I've already had some neighbors thank me very much for it as well. So thank you. That was all.
All right. Are there any other items? No. Okay. Then we do know we'll have our tour of Utah one. We'll move on to staff comments. We'll start with Ani first and then get
Get out
to
of the way first. I'm Anjali Pitzer. I am Vice President of the EAC. I am again standing in for Cody. The president, she actually had her baby yesterday, and just want to say a little congratulations to her, Swayze J, 9 pounds, 21 inches long. So congratulations to her.
She's
Hopefully,
a cute little girl.
cute,
Parasite.
very cute baby. Okay, so business I'm here for today is the August Employee of the Month, which is Jaden Benson. You want to come up? He was actually nominated by Eric Bonzo. And here's a little thing that just kind of Eric described as how Jaden is and why he was nominated. Jaden works as a plant operator 1 at the wastewater treatment plant. Jaden has been with the wastewater treatment facility for 18 months, where he oversees the dewatering process and biosolids and is always one step ahead to make sure that all the equipment runs at its peak performance and record keeping is always up to date. In that time, he has become very competent in the mechanical and electrical aspects of the plant, along with the process control. Jaden takes the initiative to always learn and study wastewater. Whether being taught by other operators or training classes, he strives to learn and grow as much as he can in the wastewater industry. Jaden recently studied for and passed his Utah Wastewater Operator 1 certification with the state of Utah. He is now studying for his Operator 2 certification to be taken in the near future. Jaden is to work every 15 minutes early every day and is almost always the last to leave at the end of every workday. When given any task, you can count on Jaden to complete that task in a timely manner and that the task will be done correctly. When on call, Jaden responds quickly to any call-outs or responds after hours and weekends when he is needed. I'm quoting this section for Eric. Jaden is very well liked by all his coworkers and plant staff and is very quiet and a respectable personality. Jaden is a damn good kid that you can always depend on and has proven his desire and dedication to the job by the way he accepts and completes all the tasks given to him. He is and will be a great asset to the city now and in the future. Congratulations.
Jaden, you need to introduce these two precious people that are with you.
The little redheaded boy is my son, Brody. And the blonde woman is my beautiful wife, Randy.
Does she say you're there quiet?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
If he survives those recognition in 18 months, that can't be.
Jaden, can I just have you stand up there with the mayor real quick for a picture?
Oh, no,
Be like staged photos.
that is not.
How do you want it? Just go stand right there. Oh, yeah.
Someday we won't have a white screen behind you. Right, Danny?
Thank you.
Great.
Actually, right now, there would always be a white screen. It's council meeting time.
It's
Yeah.
automatic. He can go up and down, Mayor.
No. Okay, we'll now move on to Brian.
I'd like to have all the LOC members come up and stand. And I'm going to have each one of them introduce themselves if you don't know them already, and just really quickly have them explain what their favorite part of the tour of Utah was. But obviously, if you guys can stand along here. There were 333 volunteers, and we have our organizing committee, and they were all over various aspects of it. And after they go through, I'll kind of tell you what some of my favorite parts were too. But I just wanted to say thank you for your support of this event. And again, there's a million moving parts, and you saw how with our 300 volunteers, we had to mesh with the Tour of Utah and Medalist Sports and Fox Sports and the Tour Tracker people and throughout the county, all the public safety and everything else. But we'll go ahead and
You know, you never said your name.
My name is Brian Dangerfield. I'm the, thanks for, should have interrupted me a long time ago.
Must be off the record.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Dangerfield, I'm the director of events for the city, and I couldn't be more proud of our city and how this group responded. I did want to say that Emily Ballard was the vice chair and really did a lot for SUU. A really key part of this was our cooperation with SUU and the county and all the facilities that allow us to use and the staff, and she couldn't be here tonight. And I believe Jessica Burr couldn't be here tonight either. She's working on that music festival, I believe. So we'll go ahead and we'll start on this side and kind of go down the line.
And please state your name so I don't have to cut you
Well,
off.
Danny Stewart, Economic Development Director, and for the LOC, the Director of Ancillary Events for Tour of Utah, which means everything that happens there in the area except for a bike race, pretty much. And we had a great committee and great people, and I think it was really wonderful to work together with the Utah Shakespeare Festival, the Southern Utah Museum of Art, and the university to utilize all that space and to welcome our visitors to the Tour of Utah up into all of those spaces. We had great activities in the art museum. Besides the chalk art outside, we had things going on inside. We had the band and games on the patio on the opposite end, and a whole lot of things going on in between. I think another of my favorite memories from this is being there early in the morning when the SUU aviation landed the helicopter on the street without blowing away any tents or porta potties. That was really good.
Hi, I'm Nikki Kuntz. I'm the Director of Marketing at SUU, and I love when the Tour of Utah comes to town. I've been a part of it the last 4 different races that they've been here, and I think this one by far was the best one, most well-attended, lots of different support from the city. And I too want to give a shout out to Emily Ballard and Jessica Burr, who couldn't be here, but from the SUU side of things, they really stepped up and went above and beyond and just made sure that we had every need that the tour needed, that hospitality, that Cedar City is famous for. They really just exemplified it. So thank you again for all of your support, and hopefully they come back next year.
Hi, I'm Jason Ramirez. I'm the Assistant Vice President, Dean of Students at SU. I was the Technical Director with LOC, and so favorite parts about it, I'm a avid cyclist, and so everything, getting to meet some of the cyclists, getting to watch the race, being part of it this time. I was here for the one 2 years ago and just got to be a person who watched it, and this time being able to be involved with the city and seeing and working with Brian and his team was absolutely amazing. So thank you for the opportunity.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Lobb, and I was volunteering as the community outreach. This was our task. Basically, was to get the word to all of the kids in all of the elementary schools that we were doing a kids race, and then kind of spread awareness for bicycling anyway. So we had TJ Eisenhart. I think he's really made a splash here in Cedar City. He came and went to 5 of the schools with us, did kind of a motivational speech, and talked to the kids, got them all excited and riled up, and and also talked about his love for cycling, and encouraged these kids to go out and do what they love, and that was a great way to help advertise, to get the kids excited and come out and bring their bikes. I didn't get an exact count, but I did talk to the U of U tent to see how many kids we ended up getting signed up. And they said, man, we think about 5 pages. There were 17 to 20 names per page. So we figured somewhere between 85 and 90 kids showed up for the kids race. We had lots of heats for lots of the age groups. So yeah, we were excited about TJ and to see how many kids came out.
I'm Jerry Womack with the police department. Well, if you talk to the people we inconvenienced yesterday, my job was to shut all of Cedar City down for a day. But our real job was to just coordinate with the committee and get road closures done and traffic control safely. And and all that. And it was really Lieutenant Roden did all the hard work, and then I just took his work and put it to use. And so that was what I did. And my favorite part was when it was over.
There's two people that didn't stand up, and I'm going to have them come up now.
And your
but
name again.
My name is Brian Dangerfield.
Thank
I'm
you.
the director of
Perfect.
events for the city. I've got to thank our city staff. Our police department got so many compliments, and the flag at the mouth of the canyon
Oh, that was
that the
awesome.
fire department put up. There are so many things. The centerpiece here that was done by Denise Allred. We have some left over that haven't been given as prizes or gifts that we'll probably put on eBay or something. But she did a great job. We had team baskets. Every team that came in had a nice little welcome basket, and Sweet and Naughty, the new store, she had some cookies in there, and it was amazing. So it's hard to pick what my most favorite thing is, but I think one thing that was talked about more on television and Tour Tracker and Fox Sports was the unique gift that Cedar City has the opportunity to give. And I think we set a really, really high bar for that gift. The other communities are really, I'm not going to steal any more thunder, but I'd like to introduce those of you that haven't met Jack Gunn, who did it, and Will, if you want to say a word or two. Jack, you want to say a second?
It was an honor and a privilege to represent the Southern Utah Woodturners in making the trophy for the Tour of Utah. And I'd like to compliment the city and the mayor and all of you for a wonderful program. I was really impressed. And it's the first time in my life I've been treated like a VIP, and it was very nice. And when an 89-year-old guy gets a hug from Jessica, it made it all worthwhile.
Jack, you're the best.
My name is Will Arcularius. I'm the president of the Southern Utah Woodturners. I think Maria at the visitor center, she got it all started. She was talking with Brian. They were looking for a trophy 2 years ago. And so I'm traveling across the middle of Nevada, and I get a phone call from this guy, and he says he wants us to do a trophy. I had no clue. So anyway, we met. I showed him some pictures of Grant Johnson. He's the one that did the trophy 2 years ago. He leaves my office in a flash. He's heading back to the office to call headquarters, Larry H. Miller in Salt Lake, to find out if we can get an approval for this bowl, because it was totally different. And he did. And so that was a really success. But that's when I started worrying, because I knew Brian was going to come back and ask for another one. So for 2 years, I've sweated it. And then Jack, he's just doing more and more stuff. And the trophy kind of just fit in. So anyway, I think we've already got 2020 already designed. So I can kind of kick back and relax. But thank you. It's been fun. The recognition that the club gets is amazing. So
thank you.
We just enjoy the
Thank
community.
you. Thank you both. And it was an honor and a privilege to be there with you, Jack, to present that. Thank you.
Incredible piece.
Can I just make one comment? I had a favorite this year too. I got the rare opportunity to ride in the VIP car, courtesy of Brian. And that was a rare opportunity to look into the inside workings of the race. And I already had such an admiration of all the coordination, but to go the full stage and see the coordination, the cooperation that we have with the law enforcement and everything, it's pretty amazing. So congratulations. And the fire chief is out here when we come out of the canyon and saw that big flag there. That was a nice admission.
That was spectacular.
Yeah, that was great. So appreciated that. But thank you.
Brian Dangerfield, Director of Events for the city. I just wanted to conclude. I failed to mention, and actually I was going to wait till the end. I'd like to thank Ryan Marshall and the Public Works crew. They went out there as sweepers, and they knocked everything down. We we thought we had a water break in the road pretty close to the finish line. It wasn't. It was just from the rain the night before, and it got marked. And so, Ryan, thank you. Is he still here? Or did he just leave? He didn't hear that shout out, but I wanted to thank all city staff, and the police department had just a really great plan to be able to shut down the traffic, and we'll figure out a different way in the future. You know, I thought we had a really good way to show off a part of Cedar that most people probably haven't seen before. So I think just I'll conclude on this. There's still there's many more people, and I could be up here forever, and you have a council meeting to run, but the way the media was handled, Nikki and Todd Hess and Maria Twitchell, who's on our committee as well, who's not able to come here tonight. That time they spent with the media made a big difference when they had lulls and when they were talking about Cedar City and things about it and about SUU and about the SUMA. I think SUMA got mentioned so many times, and James Searle's artwork. Those of you can still go over there and look at that art and look at the eye, and it was focused right on the finish line, and it was just magical how that all happened, how the arts and how sport can do something really magical together. And the TV crew from Fox Sports came up and said, we're going to do our stand-up before the race in front of that piece. I didn't see it, so I hope they went ahead and did that. So anyway, thank you, local organizing committee members. I hope you'll be around. I think we're friends for life. You really find out who you can count on, and every one of them did more than was expected. And I guess that's what Cedar City's about. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. All right. Are there any other staff comments?
Ken Nielsen, Leisure Services Director. I just wanted to address a question that Councilman Phillips brought up as you're looking at the bills. He had a question about the softball tournament a few weeks ago, about the $7,000. And that was for strictly the umpires. But I wanted to relay the info that $12,700 we collected for team fees.
Well, there you go.
And so we're not going in the hole on that kind of thing. There might be something else you see. They're working out with umpire rooms and hotel rooms, and so you all might see another bill. But I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that we didn't go in the negative. That was something that is great for the city and the economic part, but
absolutely
we don't lose money on that. So I just wanted to relay that in.
Thanks for the clarity.
Thank you. Okay. There are no other city comments. We will move to our business agenda with our public comment portion. If there is anyone that wants to address the council about an item, is this still with an item on the agenda?
No.
Okay. You broke it.
At least I won't push it.
Just coming and breaking stuff.
I know.
Jeez.
Tim Watson with Watson Engineering. Because my item is on the consent agenda. Again, thank you for putting that on there. I want to report back with no names mentioned, because there was plenty last week about some asphalt that was in need of repair.
I drove over it.
The next day it was fixed. So
were they just inspired, or
I don't
what?
know. I don't know. But anyway,
I saw it live streamed.
Yeah,
one of the 5 people watching us.
So, anyway, but that is.
We all
repaired,
saw
so,
that.
I
So
drove on it last night.
so you can look
Yeah,
at
I purposely
and thank
went.
that property owner for that. So.
I will do that.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right. There are no other public comments, and we will move to our public consent agenda. Item number 1, approval of minutes dated July 18th and 25th, 2018. Approval of bills dated August 3rd, 2018. Approve vicinity plan for the Crescent Hills Phase 2 subdivision, 2800 West, south of Genpack. Approve vicinity plan for the GLC subdivision, 1065 South Main Street. Approve an easement agreement with GLC Properties for a city storm drain through the property near the new Culver's Restaurant, 1065 South Main Street. Approve final plat for the Pioneer Center Commercial PUD, 1166 South Sage Drive. Approve the purchase of backhoe from Orson Farm Center in the amount of $89,300 for Parks and Cemetery.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move to our action agenda. With item number 8, consider approval of an ordinance amending the general land use plan from central commercial to medium density residential for the property located at 75 East Samara Avenue. Yeah. This we did go through last time. If you want to,
Mayor Bob Platt, Platt and Platt Engineering. I don't know. Do I need to say any more? I mean,
there-
nothing's really changed.
yeah, does the council have any questions related to?
This Altamira property.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So move to approve that general land use plan change amendment.
Second.
Oh.
All right. We'll start with Councilman Adams.
Aye.
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 Okay. Item number 9, consider an ordinance amending the zone from central commercial to medium density residential for property located at 75 East Samara Avenue. This is just the second portion of that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right. We'll start with Councilwoman Hartley.
Aye.
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 Okay. Flipped over. Item number 10, consider resolution approving the RAP tax art allocations for fiscal year 2018-19. These are the allocations that we went over based on our RAP tax committee recommendations.
I would make a motion to approve them as outlined.
Second.
All right, we'll start with Councilman Adams.
Aye.
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 All right, item number 11, consider a resolution approving the RAP tax park and recreation allocations for fiscal year 2018-19.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Second.
All right, we'll start with Councilwoman Hartley.
Aye.
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 Move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Yeah, that's always your part. Like,
Yeah.
What are you going to do if I'm not here?
We'll never adjourn.
Well,
Hey.
Thanks for recording things here. Are these just like the or what?
I'm guessing
well.